Alright, to start off this video portion of the Bowling Green rebuild, we've already done all the scouting and everything for everybody. So really quick to show all the needs. We got some, it says we need a quarterback, we really don't, but we're targeting one just to say that we are. It says we need 2 running backs. Again, we're short 1 technically, and the one that's graduating isn't there. We do 2 juniors. So trying to find 2 people here we could redshirt right now would be fantastic. As they'd be redshirting those people's senior seasons, and they're 2 4-star running backs at the moment, 2 receivers, as our uppermost receiver Neil and Thypin, who is, I believe, top 4, top 5, is leaving. We are targeting a deep threat, 3-star deep threat, and a 4-star route runner. We also got a target, a tight end, a possession tight end 4-star, with a left tackle, left guard, no center, but we do have a right guard and 2 right tackles being targeted at the moment. We have 1 left and at 3, and we have 3 at right. The only ones that will show us interest is the bottom one. The other 2 were not in their top 10. But we're 3rd here and 1st here. 3 middle linebackers being targeted, 3 right outside linebackers. 1 4-star, 2 3-stars. We have a fair bit of corners being targeted just because of, we got not a lot of age here, but we can move them, and there's some pretty high stars, so I like that. We are losing 1 free safety. Don't really need to replace one, but we are. And we're losing 2 strong safeties, but we're replacing 2 there. We are not targeting anything for kicker or punter, as they are both where they're at. But to give everyone an idea of where we sit, we have a fair bit of targets here. Nothing really to note except for a few middle linebackers who get the crack gem. And we have we had 1 right outside linebacker with the gem. We had a crack gem here, we had a crack gem here, we had a crack gem back here, and then we had a corner with the gem who we're going to try to target, but as you can tell, we are going to get some big names for some of these here. We do normally historically been playing pretty well. So, and then I'm hoping to win those over by doing a lot of scouting points early on, getting an early win here with Air Force ideally. We're playing a somewhat tough opponent in Cincinnati here, but we do have a similar star rating, and I believe we have an overall advantage at the moment. Marshall, again, similar star rating, similar overall. And then same thing with these other ones down here. Washington, in the same boat, similar star rating, similar overall. I think I have an overall advantage in most of them. And then we go into our MAC games, which, provided we win, will boost us tremendously. We lost a few of them last time, as you can tell, at 5-3. But I hope we can actually get that better. But we're going to go into this season here. And then anything important here we'll show you guys. Besides that, this apparently is Arch Manning's chance to win the Heisman. So I'll send through here and let you guys see what we're looking at. So right off the bat there, as you can tell, we did miss a guy. And we have a lot of people not wanting to transfer because of pro potential, which means I need a lot of seniors and juniors to do well. Which is a little bit of a hard ask, but we'll see what we can do. And initially right out of the gate there, the crack gem Jose Aziz, I pressed the wrong button, does not want us to come to us anymore. The only thing we really had that he would have wanted would have been A+ playing time. And then what? Contending, coaching, stability, prestige, playing style, and tradition. There are some of these that we will struggle to get with, but he wasn't even, mediocre stat line there, but we do lose 1. So out of the 26, we have already lost 1 who doesn't want to be here. But we're going to go through and do some scouting. I'll show you guys where it all sits. And it'll be interesting to see what we can target here and get what we can get. Alright, so all the scouting's been done here. Just to give everyone a quick rundown of where we sit. We are targeting heavily with the 4-star running back, or right outside linebacker, Fadid. Mostly because NC State's up there. And I think with our early on strength, with the first early win and then strength of schedule after that, we should have a fairly good chance at retaining and getting these people. As long as we make it out of the first week of week 0, we'll be fine. Targeting another one here. Both are going to NC State. We're going to try and steal them both here. But the tight end we're in first here, we're targeting with a max deal. So we're hoping we can get him quickly, because then we can maneuver stuff. But again, the influence may drop depending on numerating factors. But this is one we're hopefully snag very fast. As you can tell, only MAC teams, excluding, Jackson State, Navy, Cincy, Maryland. Yeah, that's Miami. It's not Maryland, it's Miami. And then Rutgers and JMU. So We're targeting there. We're targeting a right tackle at 50 here. We're targeting this receiver. We're gonna try and steal from Ohio State. We might bail early on this, just so I can say that we may bail very early on this if we think Ohio State's gonna get him, because I'm not gonna fight that. As far as everything else goes, I mean, everybody else is kind of low. I threw in 60 on the 4-star gem corner just to see if we can win it out. This one seems like it's gonna be a fight, but I want to try and at least put some effort in there. And then these two, I don't think a lot of people are going to be going after. I want to try and just target them there. And then we'd also throw a 50 on Holiday, just because if I can't get the other receiver, I want to try and bag that one. So we're going to sim through here. I'll see if we can show you guys any signings or anything as they go through. But I'm assuming after like week 0 here, there's probably going to be nothing except probably locking us out of some people. And we're going to have to go through and get rid of them. So we lost out on the right end Gibbs, which we said we were going to probably do. Most of them were fairly up there. Like I said, pro potentials. So unfortunately, something that's not going to change until the end of the year. But I think we're just going to sim through here, and we might show you guys some look at certain games. But besides that, I think it's going to be a lot of recruiting updates here. So after our loss to Cincinnati, unfortunately, we didn't seal anybody, but we're winning here. No one's going to visit scheduled. I don't have any points to do anything with, unfortunately. We're winning here. We're winning on the running back. We're winning on the tight end. So hopefully we can close this very soon. Maybe after this week we might be able to close that one. Nobody else is really close. Unfortunately, Muhammad has switched. I think I'm going to bail here in a little bit on him. Besides that, everybody else is basically almost guaranteed. We have a lot of people we're still highly in the running for, but like this quarterback's probably out of contention for. And then we got to probably start diverting to people who we're really close to. Especially ends, because currently our ends are playing very well, at least these past 2 matchups. So I'll be very interesting to see where they sit, because we've been playing well, and I think they'll be able to get commitments faster because of playing style. So we've already got the 4-star commit at corner. Anything else? No. No lockouts either, but we already got 1 commit in the bag, which honestly, I'm very happy to see just because of that. So that puts us at 1 recruit already. And we unfortunately lost the playing style for the right tackle, who we weren't contributing anything to, which is fine. But that's just because apparently our guy gave up too much sacks. So I'm going to bail on this receiver. We're not going to be able to pull him out from Ohio at this point. Nothing else here I'm seeing tremendously. I do want to target the strong safety a little bit over Miami. So we'll throw him a 50. We're really close on this free safety, so I want to throw him 50 just to nail it down for the week. And then I think gotta try to keep some separation here at this left end position. So we're gonna do there, and then that puts us really close here with Fade, which is our top overall prospect, and probably one of the people we want to get here. Running backs pretty close, tight ends. We're losing ground to Penn State and Kentucky, but we're only in week 4, so I think if I don't give them the next 2 weeks here, we'll lost. But I'm not a huge. If I lose them, it's not a big deal. It's just I lose the hours, unfortunately. Really close with the halfback. Right tackle, we're looking pretty good. I don't know how we have him, but not the other one. I'm assuming it's just because of his deal breaker, which is fine. Corner here doesn't look like anyone's really targeting him. He's probably going to be my next one. Okay, so we already lost here, so I'm actually going to I'm going to leave him on there until we admit we lost. Everybody else looks fairly close. I mean, we're gaining corner on Lawson here. And then hopefully we can get Holiday here soon, which would be nice to have. But besides that, that's kind of how that looked after that first Cincy game. We'll see if we can get anything coming out of recruiting-wise in these next couple weeks before we get to Washington. And just like that, we get the top recruit there. The halfback recruit also goes through. And we lose out on Goodwin. That was a concern. Dude, look how close we were, too. That's such an upsetting thing to see. We were so close to that. But 2-1 going into Toledo. And then the next game after this will be the Cincinnati one. So we did bag our top one. We lost here, which sucks. Dude, I was really thinking we were going to have that one. I'm not really worried about that one. I think... Looks like a lot of people started going after him, so I'm going to hold off there. Yeah, Ohio State's basically got that unlocked, so that was a smart pick by me not to throw anything else in that one. Close here. Let's throw some stuff on here. Try and get him fairly quickly with a contact friends and family. I want this left tackle, so we're going to try to execute a steal here by throwing the house at them. Quarterback, I'm not concerned with. I'll throw him a 50. I'll send the house just to see where it puts us. Again, we might bail really fast there. I do want this right end, though. So let's do a full... We'll do a 65. It's not full for him. Strong safety's getting there. Free safety's getting there. And then we dropped off for Kook. But if we start gaining people, we can give him a bigger deal once we get some people targeted. So besides that, I mean, we don't look too bad. We got 10 points, by the way, to put on the coach. Just so everyone can see the build we're working with. This is a heavy, fully maxed out recruiting build here. Even after we do the... I don't even know if I'm going to do the elite recruit. I really don't see a point to it, personally. But we are currently doing the tactician one, as that helps our players out the most. So it boosts certain things. And we have it maxed out on QB, offensive, defensive line, receivers, and tight ends. And we're getting close to the linebacking one. After the linebacking one, we're going to secondary for DBs. We'll circle back for running back, fullback, and then we'll circle back for kicker. Oh, cross-training. It's not kicker. I'm stupid. But I'm waiting for the next one here, which would be good. This one, getting to the bottom here, will be very good to see. I think after that, I'll probably go over to Motivator. Just because it's the only other one that technically doesn't require anything to go get. But for Media Architect, you have to spend 25 on Motivator, so we have to go here anyway. Plus, it helps boost player development, which is huge, especially as we're starting to get these high recruits. That's going to start to benefit this team dramatically. But we really want to get the tactician one to try and boost the wins so we can get the recruits. So it's recruit the people, boost the wins to get the recruits, and there's Holiday. Perfect. But we did lose out on the halfback. Ooh, that was a hurtful one because he was really close. But we already bagged the other halfback, so I'm not worried. But to give everyone an idea here before we play the Washington, we are now ranked. Washington was ranked, now we're not. Now they're not. Brutus, who was... Apparently we're really close with... Am I putting points towards this person? I'm not. I think I am. I just don't think it was targeting him. Or either that or he's just loving what he's seeing us play. No, that was the running back. Oh, no, we got the one. Okay, never mind. This was just the second one, which is fine. We got the power back, though, which is, frankly, my favorite build in the world. Slowly getting there, but we'll probably get jumped there. Ohio State one we lost out on. Winning here, winning here. Left ends, we're up again. It's good to see. Trainers almost getting there. Strong safety's getting really close there. Not getting here, unfortunately. Quarterback. No one's really making any moves. I don't know how much that's grown for him. I mean, we're making moves. We're going to probably lose out on it. I think this one, I think, has got to be a bail. As much as I want him. One, I don't really need him. I have two young guys coming up behind him. They just kind of want the depth. Which is understandable. But it's not worth me dumping so many points into this. I do want to try to steal him back. So I am going to go over and remove what I already have. And do what I like to call send the house. Which is... Sorry, it's not the house. It's the kitchen sink. Which basically means... I am sending every bit of, item I have at this person. And I don't care what you say. Looking at this, we're not going to get Sweet. So I'm just going to remove, honestly, I'm just going to remove Sweet right now because we're not going to get him. Brutus we're close with. I mean, we might as well keep trying to get him. Yeast, I haven't put anything towards him. I think we're going to bail on that one. We might be able to steal this corner from Wisconsin. I don't know how much Wisconsin's actually targeting him. And I'm going to do 60, so I can do 60 elsewhere. I wouldn't mind going here. Let's do this. We'll throw 25 here. We'll throw 25 here. That leaves me 10. Do I have 5 here? I don't. Actually, I do. Let me do this. So we'll do the following. We'll do here. And here. So that gives them at 40, this guy at 35, this guy's at 60, 25 still in the middle. We gave up on Stefanski because he's not going to get there. I still have 50 on the quarterback, but I feel like either Penn State's going to get it here in the next little bit, or they won't. But we know where I know where they're sitting, so I can judge it. We might be able to get some stuff after this Washington game, so I'm just gonna try and keep the clip rolling here for you guys. Wait, we don't gotta do any cuts, but we're not hopping in any games until you get into the MAC or anything, and even then, we're not trying to influence the game a ton, so we're just kind of trying to let it play. No commitments out of it, but Hicks is somewhat closer. Well, he went to top 3. I gotta look at that quarterback now, dude, because I feel like he dropped. I feel like he started to hate on Penn State more. There's Brutus. We dropped way low. Honestly, I'm just going to get rid of him. I don't want to see him anymore. 40. Looking pretty good here. We're going to lose this corner. So I think I got to take a bail here and use those hours either elsewhere or more than likely use them on somebody else. He went to top 3. We're there. We're apparently improving. I don't think Penn State's winning anymore, so I might be able to like sneakily steal that one back. Wisconsin's coming up strong. I'm not looking too bad elsewhere here. Let's try to get the right end really quickly. We'll give him 25, and we'll do 25 here and 10 here. Just to spread out what we have. I mean, this guy's a gem, so I would absolutely like to steal him because I think that makes him a 4 instead of a 3, but I digress. We'll come back if we get any more recruits or anything, but I think that's going to be it for a while. Never mind, it's not a while. As soon as I say that, we end up getting the 4-star commit Mike Middlebrook, the 3-star strong safety Bradley Cartier, free safety, Major Trainer. That's a great name, Major Trainer. Free safety, Major Trainer. And we lost, we got cut off here. And of course, we lost on the quarterback there, which was, again, they were weirdly not moving. I feel like they diverted people, whatever they were trying for him, away. So we got locked out here. I feel like they weirdly diverted their stuff away from him for 1 week. But we have over 200 to use really quick. So anyone who doesn't have 50 down here is getting 50. Because I have just 8. I have money problems. What's the solution to money problems? Just throw more money at it. There's that one. We're getting close here. We're winning here. I already got the top ones here, so I don't want to throw any more at anybody else because there's not a lot of people trying for most of these guys. I already got the 4-star with the full max. Oh, no, I don't have a full max deal. Let's get him a full max one. What am I doing? I'm absolutely wasting my time by not throwing this man the kitchen sink of all things I can throw at him. The 3-star right's not bad. We're already throwing max here, max here, max here. Let's just max him up, I guess, because it's the rest of my points. And frankly, there's no point in me putting. I could put it towards somebody else. Do you have an idea of one of the classes size so far? We are not in the top 15. If we go down to the MAC, we'll probably have the best MAC class. We do with 7. So, keep in mind of how much better we are than the MAC people already. They're ranked. Michigan Eagles are ranked, by the way, and they have 7 recruits as well. I have 4 4s and 3 3s. They have 4 3s and 3 2s. That's how much better I am at recruiting currently. And even in the bad conference, you can do it really fast if you know what you're doing. It's awesome to see. But that's kind of how that looks. Like I said, I haven't been playing any of the games. We're just kind of skipping through to see what comes up here. But if we get any other big signings there, I love as soon as I say it, we get Hicks here from Missouri. Anybody else? We got locked out and we lost the left. Dang! At the last second, dude, we lose that to Cincy. Really? Oh, that one hurts. I'm not gonna lie. Actually, that one really hurts to see. But we are ranked again, 21 with an 86, 85, 87. It's not bad to see, and hopefully we're starting to get some 4-stars in the rotation here. Did I ever do? If I did, well, I mean, if I didn't do the red shirts now, there's no hope. But let's take a look at how the team looks really quick, just so everyone can see it. We have a 89 overall senior red shirt. Hopefully dude, I'm hoping he gets drafted somewhat well here. I mean, I don't even know if is he maxed? I mean, he's somewhat maxed. I mean, the pass rush of a linebacker could use some help. But this man's not even maxed. He's not even on abilities. Like, what is he? I think he's one. I think he's got silver knockout. And that's it. Like, he's still got stuff. What's the stat? I want to see the stats for this man so far. I'm hoping he's doing well. I really do. I mean, so far, 31-37. It's not bad. 2 TFLs. I mean, he doesn't look too bad. He's not great. But you get 1 senior. Ready? Junior. Soft. This one's huge. I mean, that's a great guard pairing right there for me. The right outside linebacker at 87 looks well. Right end sophomore looks well. The junior center. I mean, the senior strong safety hurts to see just because he is senior. Like sophomore, see, like we're not being led. We're not even being led by mostly juniors and stuff. Like it's sophomores and stuff here, which is great to see. We are currently running Wilbur. I am planning to start Nicholas Timur here next year. Just the reason everyone can say it really quick, just so everyone can see him. He's a star developing 3-star, but he's got a lot of stuff he can improve on in this offseason with the red shirt. So I'm very interested to see. I mean, he's already got what? Bronze, Mobile Deadeye, and Field General. So, I mean, that was not exactly helpful, I guess, but not bad. I might give Stretcher a shot. I don't know. I don't think Stretcher, though, if I'm not mistaken, he's not very... Yeah, normal death trait at 3, and he's basically maxed out. Like, he's not exactly going to see any playing time from us. We have another power back there on reserve. These are the two that are going to graduate. Both are sitting at 80. One's injured. Coping's injured. He's been here. He's started a fair often here. What about the receiving room here? What are we seeing? We got 2... I'm really hoping this freshman develops really well. As a 4-star impact. It gets faster than normal, but it's not great. But this is why, like, he's already maxed out speed-wise. So if I can get other stuff, like, he's maxed out speed and quickness-wise. Or loosen this and quickness-wise, which is great. Means if we can improve, like, hands, ideally, I think he'll be a monster in our receiving game next year. I do want to put... I might have to switch Goodle over Thigpen, I think. Just because, like, I mean, that speed differential's... Like, the speed I'm giving him is absolutely nuts right now to work with. I forget, is he, like, a... I mean, he's impact, so he's not bad. But, like, he's maxed out quickness. He's maxed out elusive, maxed out hands. That was kind of why I redshirted him this year, was because I was hoping he would get a slight improvement. And then with him leaving, he'll jump. With 2 leaving, he should jump into the rotation next year. Tight end wise, we got the freshman, the redshirt blocking freshman Honeycutt, who is an impact dev trait. But, I mean, the man's mostly maxed out. Nothing crazy. Unfortunately for Harris, he kind of lost the starting spot right now. But nobody else here really is nuts. The one that's redshirted here is a impact 3-star, just because we could. I mean, he could use some help here, so it didn't hurt to redshirt him. But here's why I said I want everyone to see this. Like, sure, we're losing this 89. Like, sure, there's a 79 backup. It's a 4-star. It's a 3-star normal div. Here's the one that everyone needs to see. Is Ben DiNucci. Impact 4-star. Look how much better he can get. Look, this man already has some mental abilities, already has some physical abilities, and is only 77 with the following. Tell me this man, hold on, wait, he's not going anywhere anytime soon, but the person's red shirt is honestly not terrible. It's not great, it's not terrible though. Like, to see a 66 overall with basically everything empty, fantastic to see once again here. Again, I have 3 fantastic centers. Unfortunately, Hursty's injured. He's the best, but he's not quite near maxed out, but he's getting there. The one that I want everyone to see, though, the 4-star impact. Look at the difference. I'm telling you, dude, this O-line is going to be a machine because of, look at the sophomore sitting here at impact 3, near maxed out at 90 overall. Honestly, I should be playing him over Clemens, but the issue is Clemens can declare for the draft, and at a near 90 overall, I want him to declare. I want him to declare this year. I'm not going to stop him. I want him to declare and get picked. Honestly, this one hurts a little bit, and unfortunately for Sammy here, who's a 3-star normal dev, not a bad 3-star. I'm just going to show you this. He ain't starting next year. You sir, I'm gonna have you walk, because the two people behind you are absolute fiends. I just wanted to make that note. Like, these people, like, look at this. Junior, like the freshman, Benito, not great. 3-star, need to use some improvement, but not bad. Sophomore, not going anywhere. And I'm recruiting more 5-stars. By the way, hold on. Dog. This man's a dog. Not as great as the other ones, but, like, he's still good. I'm pretty sure, if I'm not mistaken, this is a 4-star. Yeah. 4-star impact. He gonna turn into something freaky. Middle linebacker, not exactly great. I have been struggling to recruit middle linebackers like crazy. Really weird. Nothing really crazy over here, except for the fact that it's a sophomore 87, and I'm recruiting 2 people who are going to be absolute fiends behind him. Again, we're recruiting some quarterbacks, but we're losing the top guy, which is always expected. We might lose Pasquale. It depends if he goes to declare. I don't know if he will. Free safeties. I'm not worried about my free safeties because dog. Normal dev, but dog. I think he's like a 3-star normal. 3-star impact. That's why I redshirted him. I forgot. I was like, I don't remember why I redshirted that guy. Strong safeties. 68 overall. 3-star normal dev. Just redshirt him because I can redshirt him. But senior, sophomore, junior. But assuming all the corners and everybody I have who's fantastic, I can move people at will. 72-overall kicker, not bad. 60 overall punter, not bad. I can't really do much to improve them. Most of those aren't exactly great recruits. Top 25 though. Where are we sitting with top 25? You have one MAC team up here in Eastern Michigan who just beat Ball State. And then you got ourselves who just beat Buffalo and play Ohio next. So, 2 MAC teams. According to the coaches, there should be Eastern Michigan's up here. We're at 23 on here as well. I think we already went through the media, so yeah, we're not looking too bad. I give it credit though. We're looking well. I will openly admit we're looking pretty well here. But let's keep going. I'll keep showing you the recruits, and then if we make any championship games and everything, we'll show those. So there's a good recruit there. We got Joshua Bryant, the right end out of Gatesville, Ohio. The other right end, now Stacy, 3-star Grove City, Ohio, which really isn't helpful. We did get locked out, though, on a corner who we were going to try and steal, and a tight end we were trying to steal, which is fine, because the entire point was to try and steal them. Contender, though, drops to a B+, because we did lose that game. And then we're struggling with some pro potential, apparently, which stinks to see. But we're not looking at anything crazy here. Like I said, got locked out of these 2. Not a huge deal. Honestly, I don't really want to go target this guy, but I mean, there's points that need to be spent, so let's spend some points. How do we spend some points? By just sending the house at people, because, again, I can. So, we're going to do all that really quick there. But there's this verbal commit. Looking really close here on the right. Again, getting closer on the right. Getting close on the middle. Getting close with Lawson here, who we've been going with that since the beginning. And then these 3 here, we're just trying to steal some high-end recruits. I'll be honest with you, Auburn almost had that one on lock, and then apparently me and Florida came in. We're like, no, you don't get this quarterback. I'm again, not really caring for the quarterback, just throwing some points out there because I can. So, recruits aren't looking too bad. 5-3 though, really could use some help winning these MAC games here, but we'll see what we can do, and hopefully we get some more recruits as we do this. Finally got Lawson there with the commit there, as well as Roland Korn. You know, if you change his last name to a P, it sounds like Just saying. Just throwing it out there. Earl Gibbs. Nate Dillard. Got some weird names here. But we're running on a tight end here, and we're attempting to steal people back. Championship contenders up to an A, which is sick. We are ranked currently 24th, with being first in the MAC at 4-1, by the way. We got Kent State in the rivalry game. Ooh. But sure, what we're looking at, we got, what, some targeting people down here? Yeah. Winning the quarterback now, but we are going to extend that by what little we can. Maxed out, gonna win here. Really can't do anything here until he lets me start scheduling visits. As far as classes go, though, what are we looking at? We're actually 13th if you look down here. At 5-9, we rank over. We do have more, excluding Oregon. Jesus, that's annoying to see, but yeah. Nationally 13th. I'll be back. We're gonna crush everybody. Yeah, next one's 33rd. And they're ranked higher than us. They're still ranked at 21. That's kind of funny. But, like, this just shows you how, like, a good coach differentiates his things. 5-9, 7-4. Next one is 1-8. Kent State has 3 commits. I don't know what's worse. The fact that Kent State has 3 2-stars. Or the fact that Miami of Ohio has 3 commits. 1 3-star, 1 2-star, 1 1-star. You know who's almost as bad? Ohio Bobcats. 2-3. Like, the 5-3 from Akron, yeah, but two's respectable for them. But the 5-3 when 1-1-1 is really bad. Just say. Alright, so do you get Dwayne Brutus, the person who I was recruiting, then stopped recruiting, and I'm recruiting again, because no one else wanted them, apparently. And we had some few other targets we got down there, but mostly just because we can. Championship contenders up to an A+. W's, we're ranked 11th. It's an interesting top 7 there. You get LSU, Notre Dame, UTSA, Kansas State, Bowling Green, Oklahoma, Clemson. Like, 2 of us don't belong in that one. I'll admit, I am one of them, but I belong in the sense of I'm good, but it's a MAC team, so like they would never really get this good. But who knows? I just want to show that. That's really about it, and we are now in the MAC championship against number 18 Ohio. When did they get ranked? They weren't ranked when we played them. How did this MAC conference turn out? Bowling Green, Ohio, Ball State, Eastern Michigan fell off in our conference. They were ranked, and then they basically lost every MAC game they had. That's insane. What? We're 11th. Nobody in the top 10s from us. You get Old Dominion at 16. South Alabama at 12. We only got one of the games I think we played. I think only technically one team. How many ranked games do we technically end with? We played Cincinnati and lost. They were ranked. We played Washington and lost. They were ranked. We played Ohio, who wasn't ranked, but we lost to them as well. There's our 3 losses. We're all to our ranked opponents. Darn, that stings. I was hoping we had a ranked win. Award watch list really quickly. Nothing for Player of the Year. Nothing for head coach. How the heck am I not ranked for head coach of the year? How's Old Dominion over me? Alright, we'll look at the other awards once they get announced, but I just figured I'd take a look at those ones. They're bowl projections. Or no. You know what I want to see? Currently, are we in the college football playoffs? No, we're not. Now, if we win the MAC, I think we're in the college football playoffs. I just want to say that. Like, if I win the MAC one, really quickly though, we got to upgrade some skills. Finishing off some tactician stuff here. And we're going here, and then we're going to the running backs because our guy's been a fiend all year. So we're going to keep giving him the ball, give him those stats. But we get him back next year, which is going to be awesome unless he declares. But if he declares, we're going to let him declare because we want to get the pro thing up. But I'll show you guys the outcome of the game here. Actually, we got in a random week here. We got a few commits coming here. That's cool. We wrangled in some big ones here. We got the free safety winning there. We're winning on a physical receiver. So we're not looking too bad. I mean, we're coming into the MAC title game here. Managed staff. He's got 1 year remaining. He's got 1 year remaining. They both could leave, but I don't think they will. But they do diversify the pipeline a little bit, which is good to see. But in terms of the recruiting stuff, we've gotten what? BMC, we're probably not in the top class because we don't have any 5s and we're not high up on 4s. But Maryland, they have more recruits than us. They have less, but they have a lot more 2s, a lot more 3s here. So we're not looking too bad. I mean, we're probably gonna blow from another MAC away. Yeah, 17. Next is 40th. Ironically, the team that was ranked got 6, and it's 2s and 1s. That's kind of funny, personally. But yeah, we got a gem wide receiver we're scouting here, who we actually can up the offer to because I don't have any points that I don't need to go anywhere else. So sending the kitchen sink here. We're trying to get this kicker because, frankly, he's not too bad. And honestly, like, I already scouted him fully. And the reason I want him is kick power, kick accuracy 79, kick power 75. So I think he's not. I think he'll actually be pretty good. We have a fullback who we're scouting who's a gem as well. So it's not too bad here, personally. I'm looking at all of this. And then we have a punter we're going after as well. Strictly just because I can. Like, it's literally just me being like, I can scout these people. I can offer them, so I'm going to do it. But we got everybody here on a max offer. Winning here currently. Florida has a visit, I think, soon. If not, I think they might have already had it. Same thing with Oklahoma, Stanford. We didn't get one on the free safety here. We can't schedule a visit even if we wanted to, unfortunately. So that one's kind of there. Bradford. The quarterback is what we're winning on currently. But to give everyone an idea of what we're looking at quickly for the scouting things, 2 quarterbacks target, even though I only need 1 technically. So I really don't care which one we land if we land any. Only scouted 1 running back at the moment. Receiver wise, got 1 to commit. We're scouting 1 more just because, again, I can. Didn't scout 1 here or here because I have a lot more depth at tackle over here. I can move people as needed. As far as this goes, I wasn't able to get a left end. And I only got 2 middle linebackers that were actually good. And another grade 1 3 strong safety, even though I only needed 1. So, not too bad. But I also have a lot of depth at right outside linebacker and everything that I can move as I need to ends in other positions, especially if they fit. But let's see who wins the MAC championship here. Actually, I'm just going to sim it. I'm not playing this game. Well, it turns out we won the MAC championship here, which I frankly am not surprised with. Decently dominating fashion, too. We have been breaking a conference record in the Bowling Green. Apparently, Elias Owens broke a record while doing all this. I'm going to have to take a look at that. Let's see what they give us in terms of games here. After that, I'm kind of curious. We did get the 1 quarterback to commit here, which is awesome. We did lose the free safety to Oklahoma. That one hurts, I won't lie. Streeter wants to transfer. I think we're okay if Streeter leaves, and I probably won't try to keep him, in all honesty. I'll just let him walk. Chester apparently had a really good game. Let's take a look at the college football bracket. We do make it in. We are the 11th seed. So we are sitting there. We made it in with 11, so that is awesome to see. Only person who technically didn't make it in, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think all of the top 12 made it. They just gave South Alabama a bye, which is slightly bizarre, but it's fine. So, I think we make college football playoffs finally here, which is awesome to see. I don't think we're going to win, but we lost out to Bradford to LSU. So not great there. Getting some levels up there, which is awesome to see. We did drop, I think, because I think our defense was 87, weren't they? Heisman Trophy winner is Marshall Reed out of Texas A&M. And we're playing Boomer Sooners in the college football playoffs, which I'm gonna be honest, I don't feel confident about. But hey, like always, we take a look and we see who's offering me. So we have a lot of we don't have any head coaching spots, but we have a offensive coordinator job that we lead for Wisconsin. Defensive coordinator job that we lead for Penn State. We are second in the running for the offensive coordinator job out of Oregon, which ironically I think we're the best candidate for on there. I don't know why we're low. And we're not even on the running, but they're interested in the defensive coordinator for the Sentinels. So not bad. Let's see if we gotta check managed staff really quick. I'm assuming they're both gonna stay because they're not fantastic. Worked A- for us. He's still a C-. He went up to a B. He was a C- before. So we're looking pretty good. I think. I mean, we're just gonna sim. I'm gonna play some moments. We'll see what we're looking at here, just to see how this team actually looks. Oh, it's the Oklahoma Sooners versus the Bowling Green Falcons. The question is, with this away game, do we think we have a chance? We're gonna probably take the one drive here. I don't know if we're gonna be able to play anyone else, but like they obviously outperform us in every category. So the fact that everyone's starting off iced and everything, like we're not in good shape here, in all honesty. We're gonna probably struggle to do anything in this game, if we're being real, just because of just how much of an advantage they have in everything. Like, I'm not gonna be able to make any audible routes or anything. It's basically like I'm never gonna be able to see the play first time, which I know I'm running here, but give it to underneath, go! Alright, we at least got a first down. We didn't go 3 and out in the first drive. We're probably using Copening a lot here, just because couldn't get around. I was trying to beat him around on the edge there. It didn't work. They only got 4 yards. It hurts so much to see. I was like, dude, oh, that's great. I was like, I only got 4 yards. Not a fan. But motion here. Had the question there. Let's go short underneath, and couldn't get it. Yeah, I'll admit, Wilbur's gonna struggle a little bit here, just because like they got some good receivers, and I was a little early on that one. I should have waited another second or two for it to develop, but I am gonna. Normally I'd go for it, but I have no faith in our ability to. Out bounds, put him deep at the 18. So I don't feel super confident, to be honest with ourselves here. Like, yeah, our right guard, our right end, their quarter, their tackle. I'm not very enthusiastic here. Third down, keep the drive alive at 3rd and 8. I mean, we're going for a split screen here. We're gonna flip this. We're basically gonna give Coopling the entire field to work with, and we're gonna see what we can do with them. It's honestly all we can ask for or try to do at this point, and they drilled it. What the fuck? What just happened? I'll try to do something there. I'm not kicking the field goal. We're just going to let them do that because I'm going to miss it entirely because of the difference there. Big 3rd down. Need to come up on defense here. Normally, I'm like, oh, we have everybody beat. I don't really care. Like, but we don't have everyone beat now. Popped them. No fumble. Big 3rd down again here. Cover 3 cloud. See if we can get this D-tack on the right side here. See if we can get a sack, maybe. I don't know. We'll find out. That's really what I'm feeling here. Alright, not a sack, but gonna bring up a field goal here. More than likely. Even at threes. Yep, they're up by a touchdown. Tied. I'm not getting involved in anything here. Let's do jump ahead. In the game. Yeah, we're still a fair bit off here. Under 2 minutes now. Putting on the slow. They are already up by 7. Kicking a field goal to go up by another 3. So they're going to have 2 possessions here with a minute 43 left. If he makes it, he does not. I thought he did. That is huge. I didn't think we had a chance to win this, but we do. I wasn't expecting this. I was expecting a very quick kind of play a few downs, be done, game over. Not quite. Not quite. We got a shot here. We absolutely have a chance. Toughness rank 6. Stadium pulse is high. I gotta move this so you guys can see it really quick. Let's see if it shows back up. But as you can tell, toughness and stadium pulse are through the roof. I mean, obviously, we need a first. Here, we basically need to go score a touchdown. And I would hope the CPU would go for a 2-point, but I don't think they are. And Wilbur just looks very uncomfortable back there at the moment. He looks very uncomfortable in that pocket. I don't know why we no huddled 4 times, but okay. He has time. Like, that's the only time he's actually sat in the pocket this entire thing, and he threw for like 40 some yards. That's the only time he sat up. Like, I built a line that gives him, like, we're giving him a fair bit of time. He just looks so uncomfortable back there. I mean, we're not out of the woods, but we are not in striking distance here. Okay, I don't know what the spike was really for there, but okay. I don't understand it, but okay. Personally, I thought we were doing pretty well there. I'm not too worried here. Good throw over the middle. That's the blocking tight end right there. Honeycomb or Honeycomb. I don't know this word is. Name is off the top of my head. Wilbur looking uncomfortable again, taking a sack. Out of timeouts, so we need to go 30 yards here. They're gonna spike it again. I'd rather just run a play, dude. Like, if you're gonna run them all back up to the line, just run a play. He looks so uncomfortable. Like, we can't separate, and he just looks so uncomfortable. He might have a play here. And he might get it. Nope. No, he got it off. Last shot here. And he's not getting in the end zone, but he might roll. That was so close. If he doesn't get sacked like 4 times in that drive because he looks so uncomfortable in the pocket, we're fine. It's upsetting to see. He has so paranoid that it kind of cost us that game, for being honest. But again, I wasn't expecting to win over Oklahoma in our first one there. So we'll send to the end here. We'll show you guys who we get in terms of recruits and everything after the transfer portal. And we'll see what we're looking at in terms of who might get drafted and transfers and everything else. Nothing really to note from the draft front. We had our senior strong safety go in the 6th round. That's about it. So besides that, we had a few other people graduate. No one other anybody else had risk of transfer, so that's a plus. The only real thing that happened since then was we signed O'Brien and a kicker. Fullback are winning on, punter are winning on. We did lose Bradford, which we already knew, and we already lost free safety a little while ago, which we, again, already knew. So, but looking at the transfer portal, obviously sorting by rank, there is a 4-star right in out of Illinois that's interested. I will absolutely be targeting him, because I would be stupid not to. He is a junior, so I think we get him as a senior, which isn't great, but I'll absolutely be taking the transfer. Again, Looking for high transfers here. Left end we need, so it's good to... Left end was the one that we needed, and we're losing 2, so I kind of do need to replace one there. But really, transfer portal here is just kind of looking at what's available and who's interested, because I don't need a lot of things at the moment, so I'm not too worried about going after things like this. But I don't really think I need to target anything, do I? We're good here. Although Streeter was at risk of transferring, he isn't now. Running backs, we're good. Honestly, Johnson, the freshman, is kind of a fiend. I want to get him more reps. I might actually, if he can redshirt him, I'm gonna redshirt him honestly. Like, cause he's just a fiend out there, and I frankly want to keep him. We're losing 1 left tackle. I'm just targeting a guard here, but I have like 5 extras over here. I can move 1. I'm targeting 1 here because we're losing 2. We're losing 1, but he's not even the starter, so it's fine. Same thing over here. We're not really losing anybody. We just targeted an obscene amount of them. Middles, I mean, we can kind of use a bit more, but not a huge deal. Rights, I'm good. Corners, we're good. Free safety. I mean, we still have the junior. We lost the senior. We're losing the starting senior here and the backup at 79, so we're starting with the 74 junior. Not great. And then we had a kicker and a punter that we're targeting. So I think we're done targeting. I think we're just going to spend all the points on who we have and just be like, hey, overwhelm all of you. Like in this case, championship contenders big. So like, we'll get this scheduled for everybody here. And we'll send the kitchen sink at all of them because, again, I don't have a need for anything else. Like, the ones that we were targeting in the first place here weren't even something that was going to be like, oh, no, like, we can't keep them. All right, whatever. Coach stability is the one that we got to give them here because all the other A's, they don't care for, unfortunately. Going down to the right ends here and stuff. Again, I have 900 points, so... Oh, wait, this is a 25 one. Whoopsie. I'm actually going to wait to schedule visits with these guys just because I don't know what they want, and I'd rather not waste the visit on what they don't want. Now, I will be using all of their points here to scout them, because why not? I think it's fun, and 2, I get to see what they're looking at stat-wise, so it's only like 30 points per person. Not bad. I mean, looking at him here, 96 acceleration, 88 speed. It's not great, but 83 release is pretty good there. Strengths and 93 tackles and 88. Not too bad, not great, but left end, that's not too bad. That is a fantastic left guard. So we're just adding depth to everything here in that line, which is awesome to see. And then fully scouted here. Not really a lot of abilities there, unfortunately, but we'll see what we can do. We're just going to keep simming out here. I'll show you guys the final pickup of everything, and then we'll show you the cuts and everything that have to happen. Well, to give everybody a quick look at the team going into this next season, you are being led on by a redshirt junior, a straight-up senior, and a lot more redshirts here. But we're a little bit junior-senior heavy at the moment. But we are running, we are going to be running Stacy at the quarterback, not Streeter. So we're going to be running our normal dev 3-star, who's basically maxed out, over Streeter, who is a normal dev 3-star, almost maxed as well. So our quarterback room kind of lacks, but that's fine. Now, we do have a impact scrambler quarterback, which, I'll be honest with you, I don't want to run with because I kind of want to field general just because of how good my line is 9 times out of 10. We're going to be running Cooping and Johnson to start here. Keener is the backup. We might redshirt him. I don't know. I haven't got to look at his card yet. Impact, 4-star. I'm probably going to redshirt him. I'll probably only have... I don't know if I can because I got rid of so many running backs. We got 2 fullbacks here, nothing really big. Wide receivers, though. Nobody with... I mean, the craziest be is Chester, who was here last year. And then sophomore, senior. But we might put the junior in over him. Now, even though he is... This deep threat is faster than him. I think I'm going to put the other junior in over the senior. And let Goodlow sit. I don't think O'Brien's any bit decent, being honest with ourselves. I mean, he's a star, but he's going to peak quickly, so it's kind of a stink. Tight ends, we did move our right tackle, Sammy Magia, to tight end because he was significant. He was up like 4 overall. So he is now our 3-star normal dev tight end who could use some improvement, but he's basically maxed out. Which, I mean, he is a senior, so... I know he's a junior. So his senior year, he'll be maxed out, which is awesome to see. With a possession Nick Millionaire behind him, who is a 3-star star dev, who is, again, almost maxed out. So tight ends are basically maxed. And then Honeycutt, unfortunately, gets hit with the bench now. And he's, again, almost maxed out. Tackle, though, we're being led off by... Gina, the left star, sophomore 3-star. Normal dev, almost maxed out. Guard, junior Davis here at 89. We might put Myers, the sophomore, in, to be honest with ourselves here. Because he is impact, but he's only 3. He's got a fair bit of upgrades left. I guess the question is... 3 impact. I'll leave Davis in. Honestly, it would be better just to leave. It's a 1 overall difference. We're going to put in Myers. Center, we have the... Actually, we're going to put in Kaiser over Hershey. The 4-star impact one, who's got a fair bit here. He can be like a 93, 94. And then no offense to Hershey here. He's good. He's got a ways to go, but I would rather put in the redshirt freshman than the redshirt senior. So, we have a senior guard here. Technically, it might be better for me to put in Mettenberg, but he's almost maxed, so I can afford to wait him a year. Again, he's almost maxed. He's 1 off from having his most upgrades there. And then we're being led on by the freshman over here, redshirt freshman, who is just a dog. 82, and he's got basically everything there, which is fantastic. 80 overall, and the same thing here, 80 overall, basically everything. So he might get, and honestly, Samia might get moved next season, depending. 2 seniors leading us off here with an 84 sophomore behind them. Again, junior, senior. Jocelyn's been fantastic. I can't wait to see where he gets drafted at. And I think, I'm not mistaken, he still has some room for improvement, yeah. He can get up to like an 82, or 92, 93. D-tackle, senior, looking well here. McCullen, Schmiko. Hooker's not going to be a large drop-off. We're only going to get him for a year after that. I might actually put Wolf in over Yeast, just because Wolf is 1 less and a freshman. Best person, he's only a 2-star, so he's maxed, almost. So, honestly, it may not be beneficial to play him. Wow, my left outside linebackers just don't exist. Middle's looking fantastic. Senior 85, freshman redshirt 85, 83 overall sophomore, 82 overall sophomore. That's good to see. In terms of right outside linebackers, 84, 79. Wearing our redshirt, Paul Feed, who was the 4-star we just recruited, because he's gonna probably develop like a monster. Corners, 2 sophomores and a senior and a freshman here. That's not bad at all. And then another freshman down there below. Free safeties, 82 senior, 80, 71, 78 redshirt freshman, 76. And then kickers and everything else here, which doesn't look bad by any means. And then the schedule that we're going to rock for next season, I'm okay with that. Honestly, I'm okay with... Honestly, I'm going to leave it. I'm not going to touch this, except I'm going to do the following. I'll make them all home games because I can. But the reason for me doing all of that was South Alabama was really good last year, so like us scheduling them is probably not a bad thing. If we're gonna look at this, I think we're a 3-star. Yeah, we're a full 3 now. It's a 2.5. We're a full 3 with an 89, which is not bad by any means. So technically, it would benefit me to put like Auburn on here. So we're gonna throw Auburn on the schedule. We're gonna replace Liberty here with Cal. Actually, I thought Auburn said they were ranked. I guess not. We're gonna throw a Cincy back on here again. Minnesota, who may not get ranked by the time we play them. So to put on the Crimson Tide. That will be a good game right there. But that's the schedule going into next season. I gotta set the team up, but I already showed you what we're looking at. And then we gotta go through the recruits here, which will be kind of interesting. Top prospects that are available to us are. So we can start targeting 5-stars now. We have a couple 5-stars at some need spots here, and that's good to see. Unfortunately, the pipeline for them is not huge, which stinks. But we'll get into that next video. And then we will show you guys just how we can do. I mean, obviously, we're turning this team around fairly quickly. Preseason top 25 doesn't put us in, unfortunately. If we're looking at conference standings to start. We want the MAC, obviously. I mean, obviously, we have the best team on here. What, 89, 79, 79, 80, 83, 83, 79, 81, 85, 84, 80, 80. So technically, our biggest competition is Central Michigan. But like, look at them, like 1, 1.5, 1.5, 2, 1, 1.5, 2, 1.5, 1.5, 2.5 at Ball State, 2.5 at Bobcats, 3 at Falcons. So we're not significantly better than where we were at, but we're looking all right here. Any preseason All-Americans for us now? Let's go to the MAC really quick. We got a lot of them. Again, same thing here. A lot of them. So, that's not bad to see at all. Oh, the one thing I do want to show everybody. Bigwood, where's it at? I was trying to find where it would tell you records and stuff on here, because I wanted to see. So you have any idea of what this team's looked like since we took over? We've played what? We were 9-5. What? I think you take over in like 24. So like, as you tell, we had a really bad stretch here. And we started to turn it around with a MAC in a bowl game. Just a bowl game here. MAC college football, but we lost. And now we're into season 28, where we have to win 8 games to keep ourselves safe. So, do I think we can do it? Absolutely. Unfortunately, I don't know where it tells you where. I don't know if you can view records, which stinks. I was hoping to be able to see what record we broke, because I know they said one last year. But with that being the case, then I think we're gonna go into the next video here. You guys got to come back, take a look for. We're gonna do these rebuilds now in season format. So basically, as you guys see, this was one season. Next one we're going into one season. Next we're going into, like, we're just gonna keep going season by season until this team can consistently win, and then we'll move on to another MAC team. We already did Akron. You guys saw the heavy involvement in that one. We took a step back on the involvement in this one, but we still try to be somewhat involved when it comes to play games, like key games, mostly championships and playoffs, because to be fair, if we can't make it to that point, we don't deserve to be doing the input. But we'll see what happens. I hope you guys come back for the next one. Bye.